Renee, how are things?
I'm doing great, now that we're no longer together.
You have a way with words, Renee. As if I were this awful villain in our relationship.
It's the truth. And what do you want?
I wanted to let you know, thanks to you, I'm really happy. I'm super grateful you introduced me to your colleague Alice. We're now officially boyfriend and girlfriend.
So I've heard.
It's only been a week, but I'm meeting her parents tomorrow.
Really? That's fast.
I couldn't imagine getting married when I was with you, Renee, but with Alice, I'm starting to think it's a real possibility.
Really? I'm happy for you. Remember those derogatory remarks you often made to me? Be careful not to say those things to Alice.
Derogatory remarks? Did I really say anything derogatory?
You don't remember. After we'd been together for 2 years, I asked you about your feelings towards marriage. Do you remember what you said to me?
I just told you the truth. I didn't want to get married.
That in itself was not the issue. You didn't want to get married, you weren't interested in having children. You said you didn't want your hard-earned salary to be spent by me or your children, right?
That's right. That's how I felt at that time.
Up to there was fine, but then you went on to say that you really liked my cooking, and how I was good at keeping the house clean and in order, so it was great to keep me around. And though I wasn't good enough for marriage, you didn't intend to break up with me. Isn't that derogatory towards me?
Well, what I said is true and sound. It's better than saying, let's break up because I don't want to get married, right?
The most disparaging of it all was when you said to me, if I really wanted to get married and have children, I needed to save money. And when I had enough to live on my own, I should have a child to raise all by myself. You kept making these demeaning comments, which is why we broke up, remember?
I don't recall, but still, I can't believe you would introduce me to such a wonderful girl like Alice.
Alice is really special, so please treat her well.
You don't have to tell me twice to treat her well. I mean, I couldn't imagine marriage with you, but with Alice, I really think it's possible. Isn't that progress on my part? What do you think?
I agree. As long as the two of you are happy, I'm happy too.
I never realized what a wonderful person you are, Renee. Though our breakup was awful, you still care about me, right?
It's not like I have any special feelings towards you, Marcus. So, you've gotten to know Alice, right?
What? I don't understand what you're trying to say.
It's been a month since I first introduced you to. How much do you know about her?
We've only gotten together 3 or 4 times, but I think she's my ideal woman.
Really? She is thin, tall, really beautiful.
Yes, she is. I can't believe she didn't have a boyfriend.
Well, there is a reason for that.
What do you mean?
Have you heard anything about her parents?
She hasn't told me, but I did talk to them on the phone. Her mom was super nice.
I hope things go well tomorrow.
Me too. I never thought she'd introduce me to her parents after being together for only 1 week. But it must mean Alice is serious about me as well.
I hope so.
What do you mean? I thought you would be rooting for Alice and me.
I am. Why?
Just the way you're saying things makes me wonder. You don't still have feelings for me, right?
There's no way I have any feelings left for you.
After all, you're in your 30s and still single. You're bound to be lonely.
That's not true. I'm actually quite happy.
Do you have a boyfriend?
It's only been a month and a half since we broke up. I'm not yet ready for a new relationship. Unlike some people I won't mention.
I know you still have feelings for me.
I'm totally over you, really.
It's okay, I know you still care for me, but unfortunately we weren't meant to get married. There really is a perfect person for everyone.
Are you saying the 2 years with me was just a waste of time?
It wasn't a waste of time, it just didn't lead to marriage. It's different.
Whatever, I really don't care anymore. Anyway, I wish you happiness and all that mumbo-jumbo.
Thank you, and good luck in your 30s. Renee, are Alice's parents normal?
Excuse me? What do you mean?
Her parents just called me about tomorrow. They were saying things I couldn't understand.
What do you mean? Did you ask Alice?
I was at Alice's apartment, but I got scared, so I left. I don't understand any of this.
What are you talking about? What was so strange?
I can't really explain it, but it's only been a week since we started dating, and her parents were asking me about the wedding date. And Alice is sitting next to me listening to them, and she was smiling from ear to ear. Isn't that weird?
What do you mean? You knew about this and still decided to date her, right?
What? What does this mean?
Alice is following the teachings of this mysterious guru.
What are you talking about?
Alice is very passionate about his teachings. Apparently, the more you let others know about this guru, the more people will become happy.
What the... Is it some type of religion?
It isn't a religion per se, but I don't really understand it either. But a whole family are followers of this guru. There's no such thing as dating, boyfriend, girlfriend. As soon as you hold hands, you're married. It is rather strange. Honestly, I was surprised when you told me you were interested in marriage. I never figured you'd be the type.
You didn't tell me any of this before. You told me Alice was your colleague and a wonderful person.
Well, isn't that true? And whatever she chooses to believe, that's her business, not mine. The rest is up to you, Marcus, to decide if she's right for you or not.
That's why.
Huh?
A week ago, I made the move to hold her hand, and when I did, she told me that we're married now.
There you have it. Why didn't you think it was weird at that time?
I was so elated, and I thought it was cute that it was like we were married. I thought she meant it was like we were married, not actually married. That's not what she meant.
Her words were pretty clear that you two were contracting to get married. That's what happened, right? FYI, you know how supermodel hot Alice is, right? The reason guys don't stay with her is as soon as they hold her hand, she wants to introduce them to her parents, so they run away. But I'm so happy.
What? What are you happy about?
Well, Marcus, you can't run away anymore, can you?
What do you mean?
Well, you've already started the wedding discussions, right?
I have, but I was really vague on the telephone.
But you didn't refuse, right?
Not in so many words, but...
And you've alluded to marriage with Alice, right?
Not exactly alluded, but when she said that we're married now, I replied, that's right.
You've totally agreed to the marriage! Which means if you break it off now, they can definitely sue you for damages.
What? Sue me for damages? Why?
Well, you would have broken off the engagement.
What engagement? I'm not engaged to Alice.
Even if you didn't intend to, your words and actions say that you are. At least in the minds of Alice and her family.
Come to think of it, her mom said she made an appointment for all of us to meet with a wedding planner tomorrow.
What was your reply? Knowing you, you didn't want to cause a scene, so you said okay, right?
I probably did.
Did you know that Alice announced she was quitting work yesterday?
Excuse me?
She said she'd leave at the end of the month because she's getting married. Everyone at work is happy for her.
Wait, she's getting married.
That's right. That's when I realized you were really serious about her, Marcus.
Hold your horses, Renee. I don't know anything about Alice getting married. We were together today, but she never mentioned anything about quitting her job.
Maybe it was because you left before she had a chance to say anything. But you are aware in Alice's head you're already her husband, so I guess it doesn't make a difference.
Knock it off. You introduced us, so you have to undo this situation.
Don't get me involved. All I did was text you that I have a cute colleague who's looking for a boyfriend and asked you if you were interested. Once I sent you a picture of her, it isn't my fault you fell for her, hook, line, and sinker.
Alice knows you're my ex-girlfriend, right? Can't you use that to get me out of this mess?
Alice already told me she was sorry for hooking up with my ex, but I told her it wasn't a problem on my end. Alice's happiness is my happiness. It's ironic that you didn't want to use any of your hard-earned salary on something as pointless as marriage or kids, but now you'll end up using all of your savings to pay your supposed fiancé, wife, whatever, Alice, off. Good luck! Alice forced Marcus to meet her parents the following day. He told her parents clearly that he did not have any intention of marrying Alice. Alice and her parents tried to persuade him to accept their guru, so in time Marcus would change his mind about marriage. But Marcus refused, and when they wouldn't give up, he ran away from their house, shivering in fear. As a result, Alice sued him for damages because she'd quit her job under his false pretenses and he had broken off their engagement. As Renee had predicted, Marcus lost all of his savings paying Alice off. It seems Alice is currently on the lookout for a new boyfriend.